On our quest for 4.0 safety rating in iRacing, I'm confident that we're going to start today off with a win. Today, we're at the Red Bull Ring, the national layout in the Butt Kicker Cup. And I'm feeling confident, so let's get into qualifying. Green flag, and we are away at the Red Bull Ring in the GR86. It's the national circuit, so not the full Grand Prix. A bit shorter. So, through the first corner, not bad. And then, instead of going all the way up the hill here, we just have a right-hander here. So we're going to try and stick to the apex around here. Oh, bit of a slide. Got on the grass too much maybe, and cold tires. And that's going to cost us a lot, because on a short lap, the tenths matter even more than normal. But we're still going to have another chance after this. So we come up now to the right-hander.
You're a tenth off the pace in sector 2.
Not bad. And then braking for the final corner, making sure not to cut it too much because we're getting off track. And we are coming across the line to set our time, and now we get a second chance to try and improve on that. P2, but it's only in the 1 minute, which is not great. And gentle through there. Now last corner. Gentle through there as well. And we are going to be about a tenth down, or a tenth and a half when we cross the line. So it's still going to be in the 1 minute. Not the greatest times, but keeping our P3 spot for now. All right, so we got knocked down a couple of places to P4, but that's still a very good starting position. Join me, and let's head to the grid. Rounding the final corner, the safety car is in, and we're behind second place. When is the leader going to go? Looks like he's going away, and he's covering us off. And here comes, whoa, the green lights. And he had every right to do that. He's in third place. I'm going to take the outside here. Okay, I've lost a position on the inside. Currently in fifth. Coming up to the second corner. Gentle. Just making sure not to make any first lap mistakes, because they can happen. Hopefully not, though. With this car, it's very predictable. It's one of the reasons I love driving it. Still following closely to Gregory in front. Whoa, early braking. And through the last corner, we have lost a position, but we are still in the mix, and it's a very clean first lap, so that's always a positive. Let's continue and build on this. Oh, there's a slow car on the inside here. Looks like there's been an incident with first place. Oh my days, there's cars going everywhere. Oh, I got 4 incident points for that. That is netcode at its finest. No way I touched any of those guys. That's insane. But I am in second place. Despite the incident points, what they would lead you to believe, I actually did incredible work avoiding those. And I am indeed in second place as we come up to finish the second lap. By 0.003 of a second, I've set the fastest lap. So I am, oh, and it's been taken away from me, but I am closing in, that means, on Adam Gray in front. The guy who started in second place and inherited the lead when the incident came about. It's 2.6 seconds in front, only 1.9 to Dion behind me. 10 minutes to go of this 15-minute race. I've set my fastest lap of the session just in that most recent lap, but I'm still 3.2 seconds behind Adam in front, so the gap has increased by about 0.2 seconds. And now we've got a back marker between us as well.
The guy in front is 2 laps behind.
There we go, a much nicer last corner for me, and that's going to put me couple of tenths and a half down on my best lap time. So I'm improving every lap. 59.383 that one was. Oh, incident from the back marker in front. And he's gone. Unfortunately, nothing of the sort is happening to Adam, and he's still 3.2, now 3.4 seconds in front. Dion slashed the gap by a couple of tenths, but that is over 2 or 3 laps. So I'm consistently hitting laps in the 59.4, 59.3 lap time range. We're halfway through the race now. Absolutely nothing happening here at the moment. The gap behind, it's to a different driver now, but it's still 1.9 seconds as it was before. The gap in front is increased by a second or so, so Adam is really pulling away now, which means unless there's an incident or a miracle, I will not be catching him. But hopefully I won't be caught from behind either. So this really is just a bit of a nothing race at the moment, although we are in P2, so obviously we do want to keep this position and keep this clean race going. Adam Gray is now coming up to some back markers. There's 2 of them there. Now there should only be a couple of laps to go, so it's probably not going to affect him, but best case scenario, they hold him up quite a bit and we get close to him in this lap. Looks like those back markers aren't going to be a problem for him. He hasn't even really caught up to them yet, so shouldn't be an issue, unfortunately. And as we round the final corner, it will be for the penultimate time on the last lap of the race. White flag lap. Okay, Nick. Gap in front, 3.8 seconds. He is now being held up by those back markers.
Good consistency.
But that is a hell of a gap, you know, 3.8 seconds. Back up to 4 as well now, so it's unlikely that we're going to be able to make that up, even with the assistance of those guys at the back. Well, we're not going to get the win that I predicted at the start of this video, but we're going to get the second best thing, which is of course P2 in this race at the Red Bull Ring as we cross the line, taking the checkered flag. P2, very, very nice. What a drive. Before I check the results, don't go anywhere as we have a second race coming. And if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. And the results are in. Very, very harsh, considering that we really didn't deserve those incident points. So just a plus 0.01 towards our 4.0 that we want is a bit disappointing. But then again, we got plus 75 to our iRating, so back in the mid 1400s, which is nice to see. Highest we've been so far, I think. And in the theme of confidence for a win, I'm going to take my car back to a place that is devastating for safety rating, the rookie class. We'll be in the Global Mazda MX-5 Cup at the Tsukuba circuit. Should be a bit of fun, so let's jump into qualifying. And across the line, here we go to start our first timed lap. Now, I wasn't actually doing that well in practice. It's just a car and track combination that maybe doesn't work that well for me. But I'm still confident that we can do something good here. It's not like I was heaps off the pace. I just wasn't the quickest. But we're going to put a nice little lap together here and then go and try and improve on that in the next one. And round, this is a tight, twisty track, but down now to the long back straight and then the final sweeping curve. Here we are coming up to the braking zone. And hugging the apex tight, accelerating through to finish our first time lap. And let's see what time we can do there. Oh, P3, I mean a 103.373. And accelerating through at the final corner to come across the line. And what can we do here? Is it good enough? Oh, it is. It's pole position. Currently on pole. What a lap. Unfortunately, we got knocked down to P2, but we are still on the front row and we're ready to win this. So join me and let's head to the grid. And the lights are on here.
Here we go.
And we're away. Now, I do start behind the leader, of course, but I will have the inside line coming up to this first corner. And I'm going to shuffle him out to the outside. And... oh, he's very tight to me, but I've taken the lead. It's a brilliant first corner and start to this race. Cold tires still, so we've got to be careful. But it's a very difficult track to overtake on. Still got to be careful though in these first few laps especially. So I've taken the lead. And that's a good corner as well. See if we can build up a little bit of a gap here. Nicely done on the final corner and through to finish the first lap in first place. See if we can hold on to this position. Oh, not a great corner. And round. Oh, it's so tight here. Gonna go defensive. I made a little mistake on that slightly fast right-hander, but I managed to keep my position. Gentle on the pedals, so we know how these Mazdas love to spin out. Staying on the inside here. Going defensive. That's a good corner, actually. Good exit. And that will help us down the straight.
You're leading.
Oh, not a great first corner. Oh, and I've lost a couple of positions now. That's a mistake. Very big mistake. Oh, and my lead is gone. That is terrible news. Because as we know from my defensive driving, it is very difficult to overtake on this track. You have to be very close. I didn't get any incident points or anything, but it's a terrible mistake that's cost me the lead. Oh, being turned in on there by Jay. That wasn't nice, but I will follow him now. Getting a slipstream.
Okay, Nick, the next car is J, car number 4.
Just intimidating him a little bit to make a mistake. Still following closely. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. And that's going to help me. And I am catching up to him now. Just a little look up the inside. Didn't come off for us. But now following him very closely on the exit. Getting a slipstream down the straight. Is this going to do anything for us? Going for the inside line, but there's just nothing really that you can do there. So crossing the line again, still behind Jay. Oh, Jay's made a bit of a mistake. Oh, he's turned in on me. He's turned in on me. What was that? And only 2 incident points. Let's check the damage report. Back end damage. It's okay, but we're damaged to our position now because we've lost it and we're up to 6.
Car ahead is...
Right, there's only 5 laps to go now. So if we're going to get back up into our 4th position, we need to make 2 overtakes pretty quick. Unfortunately, their fastest laps are all around the same time. So if they stay on pace, then we're not going to be able to catch them. Now the good thing is that Scott Hutchins in front is now going to be held up by Tyler Langford, which means I should hopefully decrease my gap to him and see if we can make an overtake. Start getting the slipstream as well. Oh, unfortunately, the back marker, Tyler Langford, he's gone off. He's off into the wall, and that means there's no more obstacles for Scott anymore. Not a great corner. And now we start the white flag lap. In 6th position, through turn 1.
One more
Don't
lap
need
to go.
to race too hard now. 6 seconds in front, 6 seconds behind. We're pretty comfortable in 6th position. And rounding the final corner now, without a mistake in the first few laps, it would have been a certain win. And unfortunately, that put us in the path of a car that also made a mistake and caused us to
P6.
lose positions.
Okay, it's
But
over.
P6, only 2 incident points. That could be okay for our safety rating. But overall, a pretty disappointing race. And the results are in. It is a very positive increase to our safety rating. Plus 0.12, not too bad. And only a plus 7 to our I rating. But that still keeps us in the 1400s. Unfortunately, didn't get the win that I predicted. And we definitely could have in that rookie race. But something to aim for next time.
Only weakness I have is for the brunettes. You already know I'll kill any shit I do next. No kids, so I'm raising the roof. Next year they'll admit they just stands like an Uzbek.